All right, try on Lisa Allender. Woo! After 14 weeks, girl has awesome numbers, and she did this all online. She didn't meet me. Oh, meet one time. Yeah, one time we met, but she did this all herself. So that took some serious discipline, and she made it happen. And we'll dive into everything, but let's talk about first, like, let's see these goals here. Our goals were to drop some body fat,
right,
and just kind of get healthy overall, fitness. And whoo, she lost 29 pounds. So that's great numbers right there. Body fat went from 36 to 22, so 14% loss. Belly, she lost 5.5 inches on her waist there, and on her hips she lost 4 inches. So pretty outstanding. I love that. Let's talk a little bit about when you first started, when you first came in here. What was your whole aspect on working out and diet and cardio? What were you thinking?
My diet would be just actually whatever I had time for, and working out, just kind of the same thing whenever I had time for, which was 2-3 times a week.
Yeah.
Really just cardio, I didn't lift.
Yeah.
So.
And I think even with your job too, tell everybody what you do.
Yeah, I'm a police officer.
So it's tough, right? So you're trying to eat, you're trying to get things done.
Yeah,
and it's
always
like,
on the go, always in the car. It's kind of hard.
It is tough. But it's making no sacrifices, planning ahead. You know, whether it's
Absolutely have to plan ahead.
cooking your food up 1 night, 2 nights a week, and just having it all
Right.
planned. Let's dive into the weight routine. When you did weights on your own, was it as intense, or did you have kind of a plan, or how that worked?
Before this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I just kind of went with, see, I played basketball in college, I did track in college, and I just kind of, that was years ago, I just kind of went back to what I used to do,
Right.
which just isn't really working for me anymore. So I just kind of doing everything on the fly. I'd see a machine and I'd use it.
Just kind of see what that guy's doing, it must be right?
Yeah,
Do
I know
that.
how to do the exercises, but I didn't really know how to put them together. So.
And now we can definitely do that and build the muscle, right?
Right.
So,
absolutely.
let's talk about cardio. That was a tough one, right? Now, as far as cardio when you first started, like when you were by yourself, what was that looking like inside of the week?
I would do probably 45 minutes elliptical, maybe some walking, bike, stationary bike. I'd rotate it, but I wouldn't really do that much of that intense.
Right. It was more like, okay, well, I'll be on there 45 minutes an hour, right? It wasn't so much, okay, cool, this week we're going to do 800 calories. It was like, what are we doing? What does that mean? You know?
Right.
But that was definitely a change for you. And but it's cool because you can manipulate kind of like what your week's going to look like, especially with what you're eating too. Because I think sometimes, like, is it really worth it eating this, right? Because I know we didn't have any cheat meals anyway through, but at the end of the day, it's like, oh man, this is going to hurt me, but I really want to have this.
Right.
It's going to set you back. So, and then obviously shows with your results, which is awesome. And then as far as nutrition, I know we'd email back every week. We'd email and hold accountable and say, why can't I have barbecue sauce?
Just a little bit. It looks
and you know what? And it maybe wouldn't hurt you, but it's just the fact of just like, if we gave in, then it's like, oh, well, then the next time it's like, oh, a little bit won't hurt, and then all of a sudden it adds up, right?
Yeah.
And
I'm a stubborn girl, so.
And I think there was dark chocolate another weakness
yes.
here. Yeah.
Got that chocolate.
Yeah. What do you eat today after all this stuff? Any cheat meals going on?
No, probably just chicken and oatmeal and normal.
And that's awesome because most of the time when people get done with the transformation, it's like, oh, I'm ready to have a cheat meal. Some are like, I'm not craving anymore. It's like one of those things where you kind of cleanse your system from all the stuff you used to eat, and it's like, oh, okay, now I'm fine eating this way. And then it's adding certain things in.
Cravings definitely do start to go away. I've been kind of surprised, and I have had that decision a couple of times of, well, usually when I go out, I like to, I don't know, I'll behave when I'm out because it's embarrassing to eat.
Yeah.
I figure out when you're out. And then once I leave, I'll go get like pizza or candy or something and then just go at it at home. But a couple of times I had that decision, okay, I work too hard all day. I don't want it.
It's not worth wasting. Yeah,
it's not.
Definitely. So what are the plans for the future?
Well, I'm going to try to get down to my goal weight and keep working out.
What's the goal weight? We're at 175. Woo! It's so crazy because when you get to a goal, like you set little goals, right? You got big goals, but you always set little goals, and then you just keep hitting it. It's addicting. I think it's like, okay, now I'm gonna do this, now I'm gonna do that.
It's my mini goals.
It is, isn't it?
It is.
Dude, you did awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
For more, stay tuned at hitchfitgym.com or reach out to me at jameshanton.com. Thank you. Woo! Just like that. Perfect. Woo! This is always a regression here, doing some push-ups, especially off the knees. Definitely tougher. But then as it gets tough, you want to drop to your knees as a regression here. Here we go, just like that. And then a progression would be to go back off your knees. But just like that, perfect. So never cheat yourself when you're doing push-ups. If you get 3, 4, 5, don't just quit. Drop to your knees and finish them out strong, just like she's doing right there. So here we go. Right there, breathe out, squeeze, good. Just like that. You want to make sure when you do the lateral raise or the front raise, your wrist, elbow, and shoulders are even, just like she's doing there. You want abs tight, glutes tight. Breathe out as you raise up, just like that. There it is. Perfect. Good job. Keep it up, keep it up. Woo! Lean forward.